Welcome back, everybody. We've got a short one today. We're going to work on the Far, Far Away contract, which is the logging contract in Pedro Bay. Let's get started. We got our two trucks already loaded up from the last time we did a logging contract here in Mountain River. And it should be pretty simple. We're just going to head up the road here to the gas station, top off, and then we'll head up to the gateway. Both trucks have chain tires. The white Western Star has the off-road gearbox. Kodiak has the high-range gearbox. We're all fueled up. Let's head up to the gateway. And here we are, Pedro Bay. So before we get going, I'll open up the map and mark out a route for us. Both logs are headed to the same place, so we'll head out until we get to our turnoff. We'll take this back road. It's a straight shot across the bridge, through the mud, around the corner, and then we'll turn off and take this other road back all the way to the warehouse. We've got to do it twice, once with medium logs and once with long logs. Let's get going. So as always, coming out of the gateway, I always try to stay up on the crest of this hill so we don't get pushed down into the rocks. It's nasty down there. I think there's only one spot that we're really going to have to worry about, and that's going to be the deep mud hole about halfway there. I'm not too concerned about the white Western Star getting through there. I'm a little bit more concerned about the Kodiak. We'll see how it does. If you remember on the last logging episode when we did It's a Long Way to the Top in Mountain River. Oh, I missed that marker. There we go. We brought over extra logs to Mountain River so we could get loaded up there at the sawmill and we wouldn't have to come from either Northport or White Valley with this load. Kind of feel like it took about half of the length off the trip, which is nice for a change. Get something done quickly, right? Cruise through the snow here. These snow banks, the snow drifts, Saber gave us. So kind of them. And then just up ahead is another snowdrift. Gonna have to lock it in for this one. No problem though. It's definitely chonky through here, but I'm not having any real issues. Helps when you have taller tires. 47-inch tires on the white Western Star. 43 on the Kodiak. That's where I'm a little bit concerned. And it'll be missing one drive axle. Now if we had the off-road tires on the Kodiak, it would perform quite a bit better through the mud, but we'll see. We do have the high-range gearbox, so we should be able to power through a lot of it. Now we're getting ready to hit the mud hole. Here we go. That's doing all right. I'm driving right through the middle of it. Probably tearing it up pretty good for the next trip through here. Seems to be doing all right though. That was nothing to worry about right there. Wow, that went a lot smoother than I thought. The rest should be pretty much smooth sailing. After this, Pedro Bay will have one oversized trailer to haul out of here, and then we won't come back here again until we get to the end contracts of Alaska. I believe it's Super Order Cargo Apocalypse, that's what it is. Something like that. Yeah, there should be another trip in here to this same warehouse when we get to the end. We'll have to get most of White Valley done before those contracts will unlock. We'll be heading to White Valley after this logging contract is complete, and we'll start scouting out that map. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, we're taking a left there. This is where the pull down task was. Y'all remember that one. And then we drove straight ahead here into the trees to get that last watchtower. You kind of see it up over the treetops there. Watchtower. And then just off to my right was where the upgrade was for the ANK, the raised suspension. We got that also. Getting close. Just up ahead. It's nice to get that pull down task complete so you don't have to drive over the power line pole laying across the road. Makes this go a lot smoother. Alright, we're here. Now we just gotta drop it off. And then we'll leave this truck here and we'll go back to Mountain River. Get it off that rock. Alright, we've got one turned in. We'll head back to Mountain River. Let's get the Kodiak. We'll run this up the road and do the same thing. Alright, buddy, let's do it. Yeah, honk that horn. Kodiak should go pretty smooth all the way up until we get to that mud hole. Once again, we'll head up to the gas station, top off, and head up to the gateway. This thing is definitely not lugging on power. It's running up the hill pretty good with this heavy load on. This is an excellent truck for hauling long logs. You can see how the frame sticks out beyond the rear axle. That actually helps when you can find trucks like that for long logs, because it brings the logs closer up towards the cab of the truck instead of having so much of it hanging off of the back trailer. It's kind of like centered on between the two bunks better, at least in my opinion. All right, we're here at the, oh man, that was a pretty hard smack right there into that barricade. Okay, let's get topped off. I'm not gonna bother repairing the truck. Didn't give me too much damage. Up the hill to the gateway. Just put it in high, it crawls right up the hill without a problem. The Kodiak. After we added the all-wheel drive to this truck, it's definitely gotten a lot better. Okay, we're here. We're gonna take the same route, so I'm not gonna mark it out. Be prepared for the unexpected. As long as we don't tip over. If we tip over, we're gonna have to bring a log loader crane in here. And this thing does get a little unstable with these logs on here. It's kind of heavy and kind of fast. Go across the lake. Now we're rounding the corner, taking a left by Morrison's landslide. I'm just gonna keep my momentum up best as I can. And then we'll hang a right. And the next we'll have to go across some snow drifts. Here's the first one. Seems like it's doing okay. Powered right through there, no problem. All right, so ran out of juice at the end, but still no problem. Around the corner, we'll hit another snowdrift. See if we can power through this one in high gear without any issues. Nope, still though. It's doing just fine. That extra weight from the logs really gives it more traction. Next is going to be the wooden bridge. As long as we can cross the wooden bridge without falling, we'll be okay. And we're doing just fine. Look at that, right across the bridge. The next obstacle is the deep mud pit. If we can make it through the deep mud pit, we've got this in the bag. Here we go. Straight through the middle. Can it go? Can it do it? Or put it in low and diff lock it. That's pretty deep, but it's going. No issues. Just really smushing that mud around. I like it. They did a good job with the mud texture in this game. Okay, we're through. Let's go. Right up the road and then we'll be on our drop off. Like I said, easy peasy. Now we've hit the pavement. I got chain tires, so I'm not scared. There's a moose crossing. We'll turn right before we get to the factory. Head out on this back road, right up over the hill. I'm just leaving it in high. It's doing just fine. Then we'll hang a left here, right around the corner. Man, this thing is nimble and quick. Now we're back to the watchtower by the pull down task. Almost there. Just keep it on the road, man. Almost went into the ditch. And there's the White Western Star. We've made it. Drop this off, and that's it. Far away. $14,450 for doing that little bit of work. Can't argue with that. On the next one, we'll get started scouting White Valley. Should be pretty good. Gonna head in there and grab some upgrades, watchtowers, and another garage. And another truck. Make sure you come back and check that out. It's gonna be a good one. All right, we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.